And we are live again. Hello, hello. I'm Fernanda from DeRose Meditation. And again, I have Nuno here with me. And Nuno is also a founder and a teacher at DeRose Meditation School. And if you are part of our group of students, I want to let you know that Nuno is starting a new cycle of mindfulness design. You're going to love it. And if
Yeah.
you're still not one of us, don't waste your time. Come, enroll, and participate, and it's incredible. So, hello, Nuno.
Hello, hello. How's everything?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. So, today, Nuno, we're going to continue talking about our flexibility challenge. How is your flexibility challenge going so far?
It's getting better every day.
Cool, very good, very good. But today we are going to add up some new techniques, some different techniques. So we started talking about the body position and the execution of the position. Then we added up a few other techniques. We added some breathing exercises. We added some mentalization and some stretching and so on. And today we're gonna add up something different. But before that, Nuno, when you did the breathing options that we have, did you do both? Did you notice any difference between them? How did it work for you?
Yeah, I think that the most comfortable one for that position, rhythm 1, 2, 3, it's good. But I know it can be
Tricky.
tricky, the retention with air being upside
Mhm.
down. So the
Yeah.
head is below your hips, and that full retention can be tricky. I'm used to that, so I'm comfortable with that. And I also know if people feel uncomfortable, you skip that moment of the breathing retention, and you do the first option, which is inhaling 1, exhaling 2, for example.
So you, for example, inhale in 4, exhale in 8, and every time you exhale, it's natural. You're gonna feel your body relaxing and adjusting to the position. And I would say even you can feel the fiber of the muscles like sliding and relaxing, and you can go a little bit forward in the exhalation, right?
Correct, correct. Yes, because when we exhale, the breathing muscles are relaxing.
Mm-hmm,
So it's not
mm-hmm.
like what a group of muscles is relaxing and the others are contracting. No, when you exhale, the process of your body to promote that exhalation is through relaxation of specific muscles. So it's kind of easy to transpose that to other groups of muscles. Therefore, you're going to notice like if you're almost like melting down or somehow feeling your muscles getting longer.
That's exactly how I feel like. I feel the muscles doing that. But if you want to have the better results and this feeling, we're going to add some technique, as always, to help your muscles to
Mhm.
slide better or relax better. And we are talking about Yôganidrá. Yôganidrá, it's the conscious relaxation. And the idea is to do it in two different moments. We're going to do it before our execution, our permanence. So, before doing the permanence, we are going to relax our body and then to do it.
Mhm.
But we are also going to do it during our permanence, like while you are staying in the position, you are going to apply the Yoga Nidra. You want to explain to us a little bit better how it's going to work?
Yes. So the phase one will be, for example, if you have the chance to lie down on the floor to prepare for the flexibility challenge, you're going to lie down on the floor and you're going to consciously relax small portions of your body. Usually it's very easy to do it first from your feet and then all the way up to the crown of the head. Like your toes, your feet, your ankles, shins, calves, knees, until you also relax your facial muscles, scalp, and ears. Because when you do that, you are consciously reducing the tension of your body. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if you're doing your challenge at night, because it's when you have the time, but you have answering emails and feel a lot of spreadsheets, and for example, you have your shoulders close to your ears, it's going to be very hard to do any flexibility. So, what you need to relax, learn how to relax, understand how this activity of your body, of relaxation, really happens in your body. Then, when you go and assemble your flexibility technique for the challenge is Padahastasana, a standing forward flexion, then you're going to notice that, oh, I have less tension accumulated on my body regarding the previous day that I didn't do the relaxation. So I feel that the range of movement or motion is different.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
when I'm holding the position, it feels like I have more space to expand my flexibility. So this is when we do it as a preparation to flexibility. And then once you are already in that position, why not repeat? Probably not all of your muscles, but those muscles who have more tension that you can
Mm-hmm.
feel, you can identify that is like holding you, the stiffness that you can identify, you go there consciously to relax the same way as you did lying down on the floor. And now in this new position, I want to do the same, but just for this group of muscles. And then when you do that, and I have to admit, neck is king. So you do the forward flexion, then someone lets you know, relax your neck. And then oh. And then when you lose the tension of the neck muscles, changes everything. So
Mm-hmm.
even if cannot understand like how am I going to do like forward flexion and relaxing, start with your neck. If you are really able to relax your neck in that position, that's the entryway of, oh, now I got it. Can I do the same with your shoulders? Of course you can. And how about your shoulder blades? Ah, good. Upper back, lower back, and so on. So it is almost like a journey of relaxing within the permanence, but the way that you learn is when you do Yôganidrá, when you do the relaxation lying down, is where you just focusing on that. Then you can also grab that knowledge, that know-how, and bring it into that specific technique.
Beautiful, beautiful. Exactly. This is exactly what happens. And sometimes you're not going forward. And then I like to do the class as a student. So I am in your class and I'm doing the position, and then you say, relax the shoulders. And I relax the shoulders and I can go forward, even though we think it's not related, the muscles of the shoulders with the area that should be strain, stretched, even
Mhm.
though it's not related. When I relax the shoulders, I feel the other bodies of my body relaxing and stretching, and
Mhm.
as a consequence, I can go further in the position. It's really useful.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, but we all, you were going to say something.
I was going to say just one very subtle element to this,
Uh-huh.
to what you just described. Okay. When people are too stiff, it
Mm-hmm.
seems like even if us as teachers, we look to a stiff student, and even when they are breathing out, and you can see actually the head moving closer to the floor, you can see a progress, but they don't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also just feel a way of reducing tension, an increase of comfort. That's also a possibility of feeling that you are evolving in the position. It's not just about touching the floor or touching your knees or whatever. Sometimes it's, can I release more tension? Can I find a way to increase my sense of comfort in this position? Yes. Oh, it was the neck. Oh, it was the shoulders. Oh, it didn't change much, but I'm more comfortable now.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Okay, so we are not just measuring your progress with a ruler. It's also a perception of comfort that changes when you are evolving during a flexibility challenge.
It's not as visual as going forward or going further, but maybe it's even more intense.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree with you. I agree. And no, one of the things that I love the most about this ancient way to train is that we can connect everything that we do in our inside of the practice room to our daily lives. And I think this is so amazing. I have no idea if they thought about it when they systematized this methodology. I would say no, but it's so incredible that everything can be transposed to our daily life.
Yeah.
How can we bring this knowledge to our daily lives outside the practice room?
Mhm. Let's say you are driving, okay,
Hmm.
and you're tense. And so, again, your shoulders are hitting your ears because you're tense
Hmm.
driving. Of course, I'm not going to relax and put myself in danger, but I can just go there with my awareness and, oh, I can, for example, bring the shoulders down. Okay. Or, for example, I have the tendency to cross the legs. And we talked about the counter execution already. So maybe if I have a tendency to cross the legs in one way, now I'll be starting to cross the other way to equalize
Hmm.
mostly the
Hmm.
hips, okay? And so then suddenly you start to notice that it's not just about the techniques, and it's about how they create a strong and positive impact on your quality of life outside of the classroom, outside of that 1 hour that you're dedicating to yourself. So if you're able to absorb that knowledge, absorb that experience of each technique, and then suddenly you are bringing that awareness into different moments of your life, is when you validate your practice, is when you notice that's why I did the class. Now suddenly I'm doing things more symmetrically, or now I'm not so tense, or maybe putting too much attention on my jaw, or I'm mostly breathing through my mouth because I'm constantly anxious, but now I can regulate my emotions and I can do more nasal breathing. Okay. Or say, okay, I felt so stiff months ago, but now I can lace my shoes without effort. So those things, they start to pop up in your life like popcorns. And you realize that it was all about the practice. There are no shortcuts. There are no ways of creating a magic pill that solves everything. No, it's through the consistency.
No
But
shortcut.
no shortcuts, no magic pills. Just dedicate your time there to the practice, and you're gonna see that happening all the time. All the
Mhm.
time.
And there are a lot of studies showing that people that do those Yôganidrás, they actually can do better emotional regulation. And Larissa was telling me before our podcast that in 2025 they found out this. They had this study, and it was an online study with 380 something people doing the Yôganidrá technique, and their cortisol levels, like the variation in your daily cortisol, because it happens a lot, like the cortisol varies in our
Mhm.
during the day, that people that do it frequently, which means do Yôganidrá frequently, consistently, the peaks of cortisol is lower. And
Mm.
if you look for cortisol, you know that it's one of the problems nowadays. Of
Mhm.
course, it has its utility, but the excess of cortisol in our body brings this excessive stress, problems sleeping, and so many other things. So
Yeah.
it's
And,
impressive that we are doing something that we take so much pleasure on, like a yoga nidra technique, and the
mhm.
impact in our cortisol, in our emotions, it's so impressive.
Mhm.
I feel mesmerized about this ancient knowledge, how they could do some very impactful techniques so
Yeah.
long ago, before all these crazy times that we live on, right?
Yes, it's kind of a bulletproof, time-proof way of dealing with your body in a very broad vision of what the body means, including emotions, thoughts, your physical body, your vitality, all of that in the same package, and it resists the time. 5,000 years ago, they were doing this. We can ask ourselves, did they have stress? Were they anxious? Maybe yes, maybe not. Was that the reason why they did it? Maybe yes, maybe not. But the thing is, it works.
Hmm.
And it took so much time to have science to prove why it worked and why probably it kept this tradition so long, right?
Hmm.
In 5,000 years, how many countries changed borders? How many languages were lost? How many currencies changed? And so on and so forth. But the practice is there. It's-
Yeah.
that's incredible. I really like what you were mentioning about the cortisol levels, right? The
Hmm.
stress hormone. For those who don't know what cortisol is, it's the stress hormone. Uh, we also know that yoga nidra can be done as a way to recover from a stressful moment. For
Hmm.
example, you have a hard meeting, a very tough meeting, then you are exhausted, you feel drained, then you stop, you do a good relaxation, a conscious relaxation, and then it feels like you've recovered.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it
Hmm.
also works the other way around. So if you're used to do yoga nidra in a regular basis, if something happens, it doesn't go that far. So, as you were saying, the peak of the stress is not as high because you are equipped. You have manipulated your body in a way that you can hold your horses in terms of stress. So, for example, okay, should I do relaxation in the morning? Yes, why not? Didn't have any stressful moments since I woke up to the class. Do it. You're gonna need it later today.
You
Okay.
do like a stack of uh, relax to use during the day.
Yeah, relaxation credits.
I like it. I like this idea. I like points.
Yes, yes. Reward points. Okay. It's more or less like that. And you notice like you see students doing the morning classes as a way of that mindfulness check-in, daily check-in. So now, okay, now I'm ready. Now I can be more mindful, be more aware, take better decisions. Even if there's something tough, I can manage better. So we know as teachers that we see in ourselves and in our students, that is the obvious result. If you do Yôganidrá consistently, you're going to be able to manage your stress better. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
totally agree.
Yeah, me personally, I like to do my practices in the mornings. For me,
Mhm.
it's better. I believe that someone that has trouble sleeping may take more advantage in doing it in the end of the day. But since I don't have any problem sleeping, uh, for me, it's beginning of the day and it's completely individual, it's not right or wrong. So if you have the chance, do classes in different moments of your day so you can choose how the impact is better for you. How is it for you, Nuno?
uh, I like my practice in the morning. I like to teach in the afternoon.
Beautiful. Why?
I don't know. I think that the morning practices are more a mirror of what I would like to do. Even when I'm teaching, it's more like what I would do if I was practicing by myself.
Mm-hmm.
While at the end of the day, and at the evenings, uh, it is a turning point. So I know that I'm promoting that turning point for most of the students. So I really appreciate having the time and the opportunity to teach evening classes.
You
Yeah,
can feel the difference in your students' mood when they arrive and when they leave.
yeah, yeah. And then I have to say, this is going to be probably controversial. I
Polemic.
really have a hard time of the noon classes.
Ah, like
Yeah,
you do your life, then you stop, do your practice, and then your life
yeah.
again.
It's kind of
You
the
don't
pit
love it.
stop when you're racing cars, racing
Uh-huh.
cars, and then you
Uh-huh.
need to like the fuel, and then you need to change tires. That kind of pit stop. It makes a lot of sense, but personally for me, it's the hardest to feel it. I don't know. It seems odd for me practicing at that time of the day. But then I teach that class when and for years in New York, we I gave a lot of 12:30 classes.
Hmm.
Uh, and I love the students. I could understand the importance for all of them. Like it was that pit stop saying out of work, no time to go to anywhere else. I'm going to the school to and do my class. 30 minutes, 1 hour, doesn't matter. But they were kind of giving the extra boost of energy to the afternoon. I get it. I understand it, but personally, it's kind of I don't know. It's strange. I
Okay,
don't know. It's very personal. Yeah, I think it's the
it
only time of the day that is kind of strange for me.
is. Cool. Okay. And we're gonna have some news on the 31st, right? You wanna share the news that we're gonna have? It's good news
Yes,
and good
it's
news.
good news. Very good. So, besides the challenge that we are running, uh, we are going to launch a flash sale, which is an opportunity to give us a chance with a lower commitment in terms of your investment. So for the first 3 months, you're going to have a reduction of 50% of
Mm.
all memberships. And for those who don't know, our memberships are in Brazilian reais, in US dollars, in British pounds, and euros. We've we have always three types of memberships with different access rules. So all of them will have that reduced price. So if you are on our mailing list, you're gonna receive it. If you're not, send us a message or comment or say I want to know more about flash sale, and we'll help you out.
Of course,
All
of
right.
course.
And it will be
Yay!
just for 1 week, okay? From Monday to Friday, is going to be like that opportunity of the year to ba-boom and do it.
Yay, very good, very good. And it's a good opportunity to participate with us. So we hope to see you in our classes. And meanwhile, have a mindful week.
Have a mindful week. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.